of our time. It's a remarkable case study in strategic rebranding, and we'll be studying this for years to come. Of course, that does not mean that the transformation is complete or uncontested. Pakistan still faces internal challenges, and its foreign policy is affected by competing pressures. And this is where today's discussion becomes especially important. We're not only here to examine Pakistan's role in the Iran crisis, but to ask what this transformation means for its immediate neighborhood, particularly Afghanistan. While global headlines have been dominated by the Iran conflict, ongoing tensions between Pakistan and the Taliban have been largely eclipsed. Yet they remain active, unresolved, and consequential. Pakistan's evolving global standing and its new diplomatic posture will inevitably shape how those tensions are managed and potentially how they're resolved. Pakistan's newfound global stature, its positioning, gives it something it has not always had in abundance, and that's leverage. Not just over the immediate diplomatic process, but in its wider regional dealings, including with actors like the Taliban. It may draw tacit backing from regional international powers who may not fully align with Pakistan, but increasingly see it as useful, even necessary, in preventing escalation. That kind of support would further strengthen Islamabad's hand. Although with this new visibility comes greater scrutiny. The more Pakistan presents itself as a broker of peace abroad, the more its own internal security landscape comes under the microscope. Its credibility as a mediator will increasingly depend on whether it can demonstrate stability at home and address longstanding concerns about militancy within its own borders. But coming back to the main point, what this moment has shown is that influence in today's world is not only about economic weight or military power. It's also about access, credibility, and the ability to bring adversaries to the table when others cannot. Whether the US-Iran talks ultimately succeed remains an open question. The gaps between the two sides are still wide, and the risk of renewed escalation remains real. But Pakistan has already achieved something significant, inserting itself into one of the most consequential diplomatic arenas of our time, not as a bystander, but as a broker. The challenge now is sustaining that role without overreach and ensuring that its credibility is reinforced rather than undermined. And it may be a sign of what diplomacy will increasingly look like in a more multipolar world, where the most effective mediators are not always the most obvious ones. Thank you.